put your hands together for an industry presentation on innovation in safe storage solutions by Mr. Anirban, who is the head marketing and product for 𝐒𝐴𝐶. Can we have you on stage? Zordar taaliyan ho jaye inke liye.
Good afternoon, everyone. Over the next 20 minutes, I'll appreciate undivided attention. So I represent Ganibo Safe Storage, and the topic I'm going to cover is innovation in the safe storage industry. Let me begin with a photograph. Can any one of you identify what exactly I'm trying to say? Have a look at the photograph. Safe, okay. And what is there? Like it's a safe or, okay, I understand. हो क्या रहा है इधर? ये photographs का अहमियत क्या है? Yeah. So basically, this is not exactly a tijori. I think for all of those individuals over here who are operating a bank, there is something called a strong room door. So this is a strong room door, and this is a live photograph of 1 week back. This happened in a Punjab National Bank branch somewhere in Jharkhand. So there was an attack, and they were not able to open. So the question is, so we have been listening since morning to a lot of technical presentations. I belong to the physical security solution space. So how secure is your bank? I think that's the question, and that is something which we will try to address over the next 15-20 minutes. We see this, right? A lot of burglaries happening across the country, and therefore what can be done? And one example I have already shown, and it's very, very important that is your bank protected with the right type of physical security solutions, because a lot of people's wealth as well as hope is associated, okay? And one failure is good enough to tarnish the reputation of the bank. So what are the levels of security in a bank? Generally, it's basically a brick structure with some cement, mortar, followed by a second line of defense, which is some electronic surveillance systems, can be CCTV cameras, etc., some sort of burglar alarms. And then, of course, your last line of defense is either a strong room door or a safe inside the branch, depending on the type of the branch. Not every branch will have a strong room door. If a smaller branch can also go for a certified safe. So your last line of defense is very, very important. If you don't get it right, it can actually spoil reputation. So who are we? We are Gunebo. Gunebo is a Swedish company, 250 years old. So we have a very rich legacy. And in India, we operate through two brands. One is called the 𝐒𝐴𝐧𝐬 and other is called 𝐶𝐻. 𝐒𝐴𝐧 is the oldest brand in India. So many people over here, when we are interacting in the stall, we are asking, oh, acha, हम तो Godrej को जानते हैं. Actually, 𝐒𝐴𝐧𝐬 is the first brand which got this safe storage in India. 1932 we started. And the oldest safe storage brand in the world is 𝐶𝐻. Okay? It originated in UK, 1835. So near about 200 years. So we are a global player, as you can understand, a leader globally in this physical security solution space. And we have plants in India, a very, very large plant at Halol, which is Baroda. Then we have plants at Jakarta. In Europe, we have 2 plants. In US, if you go, there is a big brand called Hamilton. Hamilton is also our brand. So we have been, our bread and butter is physical security solutions and more so safe storage. We have other businesses also like entrance control. For example, those of you who will go to the North Goa airport, Mopa airport, you will find all those entrance control products, okay, turnstiles, etc. Those are all from Gunebo, okay? So we are also a leader in the entrance control space. This is something interesting. So we are a make in India for the world. So while the technology we have developed over the years, not only in India but globally, our R&D hub is global. But we manufacture whatever you see in the stall behind, all are made in India. And we make not only for India, but for the world. From a large physical security products company perspective, so the good news is this plant is already the biggest. Now it is being expanded, 50% more capacity in the same place. So we'll become the largest manufacturer of safe storage in the world. And the quantum of, I would say, the products which you can understand from this statistics. I think this pointer is not working. So we are capable of making 300 plus high-grade security products per day. We are also the largest manufacturer of ATM safes in the world. So there's a company called NCR, which works with us. We are a strategic partner. And in this Halol factory, we have the capacity to manufacture 150 safes per day. Okay? And when I say safes, ATM safes, apart from whatever you see in the stall. Now, how do you measure the quality of a physical security product? Because there are brands, other brands who are coming and just pitching on the basis of prices. I think it's very, very important, the legacy, the brand reputation. And here, the brand reputation can't be basis advertisement. It has to depend on the overall presence in the market, their understanding of technology, the ability to make good quality products. I think that's very, very important. Adherence to standards. I think especially in banking, it's very, very important that BIS has set some norms. So those standards are very important, because without standards, you really don't know whether the product you are buying is catering to your security needs. Presence of, and therefore, which means presence of certification level. So there are different types of certifications. The products we put on display over here, we have C-class products, A-class products, AA, AAA, and so on. And each one signifies a particular level of torch and tool resistance. Torch is basically the gas cutter through which people can attack. And tool can be the disc cutters, it can be the high-speed drill machines, and so on. So the products basically are suited to address torch and tool resistance. And of course, experience in the industry, I need not say more about it. This is the whole product range. Now let me come to the core agenda of the presentation, which is innovative solutions. Because while you see a lot of basic products like safe deposit lockers, most of you are aware of, but there are other high security products which we have been not only producing, developing as a concept, but we are also selling it in the country. And these products are taking up. And some of these already we are doing well in India, while simultaneously there are a few products, there is scope for those products in the Indian market. So let me start with something called a modular vault. So what is exactly a modular vault? So we create strong rooms, right? And inside strong rooms, we put all those safe deposit lockers, etc. So here, and to create a strong room, what happens is sometimes most of the banks lease a place from the landlord, and they strengthen the walls. So with RCC, they strengthen the wall, and then they put up a strong room door, and that's how a vault room is made, okay? Now what happens when the lease is over? It is unusable, because you can't carry the concrete, you only carry the strong room door with you. Here, the modular vault panel is basically modular panels, which are made to size, in the sense they are standardized, but at the same time we can customize. Each and every site is a particular project, and there are various sizes like 8 feet height, 15 feet length, 8 feet width, and so on. And it is equipped with a strong room door. What is the advantage? When somebody is reinforcing a wall with concrete, can that person say with certainty that yes, it is a Class B certification? The answer is no. But here, the panels all are certified, because the thickness and everything is standardized, and the certification level is also already adhered to, which is not possible. And also, in case of a modular panel, you are actually getting 6 walls, okay? It's not that you are only covering 4 walls. The ceiling and floor also you can cover. Because many times we see in bank heights, people actually cut through the floor, okay? Or they cut through the ceiling, which is not possible when you have a modular panel. And also, the advantage is not only the modularity, it's easy to install, very, very quick fix. You will not have to wait for the concrete to cure for 28 days. And in addition to that, the flexibility. Once your lease term with the branch is over, you can just dismantle it and take it wherever you want. This is how a modular panel looks like. And if you look at it, there are different grades of modular panels, C class, B class, A class, AA class, and so on. Each one of them signifying a particular degree of resistance. And they can vary. The panel weight can vary from 300 kg to up to 900 kg. So therefore, if I look at a C class modular vault panel, completely enclosing an area, it can go up to 9 tons. Then a B class can go up to of a similar size, can go up to 13 tons, and so on, up to 20 tons. So it's a heavy product, but at the same time, it's not very difficult to install, and it can be customized. So this is something which we are finding a lot of traction. Very recently, Union Bank of India have installed in Mumbai only. Those who are in Mumbai will be happy to, of course, we have to take permission from the bank to take you around and show a modular vault panel. Okay, now let me play the video. This is how a modular vault looks like. You can see the panels, and you can see floor, ceiling, everything is covered. And there is a strong room door as well. So the next solution which I'm going to talk about is called connected locks. Now, whatever safe storage products you have seen are all passive. In the sense, today you put a safe storage product or you put a strong room door, you have given access, you have given the keys to someone, but you really don't know who is opening, how many times a day it is opening. Now, connected locks, what they do is they make this product intelligent. And what happens is when you put this, so it's a Wi-Fi and a Bluetooth enabled technology through which a communication happens. So there is a blocker which is put inside, and with the blocker there is a software system at the back end through which if there is a central control room and suppose there are 50 branches. So in 50 branches there are either strong room doors or there are safes. So somebody centrally can do a lot of things. One, they can give access that from this time to this time I'll give access to XYZ user. They can define the user, that the branch manager and maybe the cashier. Only these are the two people who can access the safe during this time of the day. Suppose on a Saturday somebody wishes to open the safe. They will not be able to open. They will have to ask for access. Okay? If it is beyond the defined timeline. All these things can be integrated with the other security solutions like CCTV camera footage, and to check, somebody in the central control room can see and check whether the right person is opening the safe. There is also possibility of duress, in the sense if somebody is at gunpoint and opening, there is a possibility of triggering a duress. Of course, the whole idea of the safe should open because the person's life is important, but there is a possibility to trigger a duress. The other thing is if somebody decides to pick up the safe and move around, so geofencing is also possible. So beyond a particular radius, the safe will not open. So this is connected locks, and we have made a lot of progress on this aspect. Then quickly, we have seen safe deposit lockers. Now, in safe deposit lockers, there is not much scope of innovation, but wherever there is a scope of innovation is the keys. So here what you see is a key, which is a double bit key. Now, what is the difference between a normal key in a safe deposit locker, which we operate, and this type of a key, which is called a double bit key? The difference is, in normal keys, after 40, 50,000, 100,000, 1 lakh combination ke baad, it gets repeated. So it's very easy for somebody, a roadside guy also, to copy the key and open it, okay? And those things happen also. But here, the combination is 10 million, 1 crore combination hai. So therefore, this can't be replicated easily. If it has to open, only the authorized, like for us, we are the authorized guys, we have the combinations, we know we can only go and open it, okay? It can't be just be done by a roadside guy, which basically means an enhanced layer of security. So this is also an innovation, and this design is patented with us. Then there is another product which is called the Safe Store Auto. What is a Safe Store Auto? Like if you have in your bank branch a safe deposit locker, okay? You need, of course, people, so there has to be the branch manager or somebody who is empowered. So with the custodian key, then the customer comes, the custodian key gets opened, then the customer opens. Now here, Safe Store Auto as a concept is basically does not need anyone. Because in bank branches, you are restricted by the banking hours. Safe Store Auto is something 24/7 it can work. But here also, unfortunately, there will be a silent movie, I presume. But let me still play the video. You will get the concept wherein it's a secure premise where people can go, they can put their authentication, and they can use the locker, access the locker 24/7 at any time of the day. On a Sunday evening, if they want, they can do that.
𝐒𝐚𝐟𝐞 Safe Store Auto is an automated safe deposit locker system, providing 24/7 secure access to your valuables. It combines next-generation robotized technology and advanced user authentication features without compromising on top-level security. In order to enter the lobby, a user must undergo a 3-step authentication process using the SafeT card reader unit at the lobby door. Authentication of an ID card. This can be a chip or RFID card. Log in via a 4-digit PIN code. And a biometric fingerprint scan. Once the first authentication sequence has been completed, the robot in the strong room immediately positions itself in front of the user's deposit box and waits for the second authentication. The second verification process is undertaken directly at the terminal of the dispensing module. Once again, it requires all 3 steps: ID card, PIN code, and biometric scan. After the second successful user authentication, the robot checks if it's the correct deposit unit by reading a barcode on the deposit box. If the code is correct, the box is released and transported to the dispensing module. Once the shutter of the dispensing module has opened, the user can open the deposit box with a key and access the box's contents. Once all transactions are complete, the user must relock the deposit box with a key and operate the terminal at the dispensing module to make the system transport the deposit box back to its original position in the strong room. SafeStore Auto can be seamlessly integrated into any self-service area.
So for paucity of time, I am pausing over here. So this product, as I said, I've already spoken about the features. There are various models. So you can have up to 100 boxes for mini, MIDI 400 boxes, maxi 5,000 boxes. In fact, in Singapore, if you go, we have a second largest installation in the world of 4,000 boxes. Because in those countries, the bank branches are getting smaller and smaller, and people still need some place, some secure place to store their cash, jewelry, etc. So this concept has picked up well. In India also, we are toying with this concept. So that's it from my end. I think a small quiz. If somebody asks you, which is the oldest safe storage brand in India, now you know it's 𝐒𝐿. And which is the oldest safe storage brand in the world, you now know it's 𝐶hapsapes. Thank you.